The Wichita Art Museum is an amazing combination. It's a public and private partnership. Our grounds, our facility, our art collection are property of the city of Wichita, and we are great partners with them. We partner as a nonprofit, WHAM Inc., and yet the Art Garden project on public property has been a project entirely of private dollars. Two visionaries, two brilliant women, Paula Downing and Marty Walker, went to lunch with one another, and they decided that they wouldn't accept the status quo, that our grounds were fine, but fine wasn't enough for them, and they launched our Art Garden project.
We engaged them in exercises that brought about important words, that let us understand what were the important things for this community. Important opportunities for growth of the museum, as well as a better way to bring the community into the museum and expose them to the wonderful collection even inside the museum. We've used elevation to give people perspectives that aren't always the same. So if you choose one path, you might view a sculpture from a lower vantage point, or maybe a different pathway gives you a different perspective that's a little bit higher. Throughout, we're trying to give people different experiences so that they also see something different each time they come back to the museum.
It just changes the whole dynamic of the art museum. It gives people another reason to come to the art museum. Wonderful space to walk around and get some exercise, or just let their kids run. We have events outside. We can show movies, we can have music. It just enlivens the whole footprint of the museum.
Another key feature that we were able to integrate was indigenous landscaping, materials that are of the place. And so in this case in particular, you'll see native materials. That's the limestone that's native to the area. It's the plant materials that are of Kansas. Some of the rolling landscape that we bring in of the eastern Kansas and the Flint Hills, we end up with over 20,000 plants, over 100 trees, and I can't tell you how much topsoil we were able to bring in to really completely transform the garden around the museum.
We have 250 donors to the project overall, although we have some real stars. We have some people who were just extraordinarily generous. And we have named spaces thanks to their contributions. Really some profound donors, and the Friends of the Wichita Art Museum contributed to 2 new art commissions that are also part of the Art Garden. $3.3 million later, 250 donors to the project. We have extraordinary, compelling grounds, and really it's important to see this project as a gift from the community, also for the community. We really think of ourselves as a dynamic living room for Wichita, and being able to transform our exterior grounds in this way to something that is really exceptional and I would say world-class has been such an important project, and importantly oriented toward everybody and anybody who calls Wichita home.